Welcome back to another of my YouTube videos for Go Math Lesson 2.9, and this one has to do with problem solving. So let's see, let's think about something now. Let's say that my classroom has 20 students. That's the total number of students. If I tell you that I have, let's pretend that I have 15 boys in my class, how many students are not boys? Well, if I have 15 boys, the ones that are not boys will be the girls. So how can I find how many students are not boys? Well, I can subtract the total number of students minus the number of boys, and that will give me the number of students that are not boys. And if they're not boys, they are girls. So if I have 15 boys and 5 girls, that will be a total of 20 students. So keep that in mind. If they give you the total and they give you a part, you can subtract those two numbers in order to get the missing part. And if they tell you that something, if it's not day, then it will be night. If it's not boy, then it's a girl. So let's see some word problems. Always remember to underline important information. Amy planted 8 rows with 18 tulips in each row. In each of the 4 middle rows, there are 4 red tulips. All of the other tulips are yellow. All of the other tulips are yellow. So how many of the tulips are yellow? How many are yellow? This is a little complicated, so I think I'm going to have to do a diagram. So I have one already done for me. So if you can see, there are 8 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. And each row has 18 tulips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now the next section says, in each of the 4 middle rows, so look at this, they look at the 4 middle rows right here. There are 4 red tulips, so they mark it with R's. 4 red tulips in each, let me put it in red, right? 4 in each one of the 4 middle ones. So this is my second, this is my third, and this is my 4th middle row. Those are the red tulips. What are the information they're giving us? That all of the other tulips are yellow. So which ones are the yellow ones? Well, if these ones are the reds, every other tulip out here will be yellow. So how can we get the number? We have to do some multiplication. Let's see, what is the total number of tulips? We'll have to multiply how many rows we have, which is 8, and how many tulips we have per row, which is 18. So 18 times 8, 8 times 8 is 64, here the 6. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 6 is 14. Now, do we know anything else? Yep, they're telling us that the 4 middle rows have 4 red tulips in them. So we multiply 4 rows times 4 tulips. 4 times 4 is 16. Now, if I know the total number, which is here, right? This is the total number. This is how many tulips are in total. And I know how many are red, right? Right here are the red ones. And that's this number that how can I know how many are yellow? Well, remember, if I have the total on one part, I can subtract both numbers and get the other one. So I'm going to do 144 minus 16, in which I can't do this. So I have to borrow from this one, turns into a 3, this one into 14. 14 minus 6 is 8. 3 minus 1 is 2. And 1 is 1. So I'll have 128 yellow tulips. Okay, do we understand? Okay, let's do another exercise just to get you comfortable. A car dealer has 8 rows of cars with 16 cars in each row. In each of the first 3 rows, 6 are used cars. The rest of the cars are new. Question: how many new cars does the dealer have? Always box the question. Uh, it's a little confusing, so I'm going to have to do a diagram. So I have 8 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in each row, let me put it here, 8 rows. Each row has 16 cars in each. Then they're telling us that in the first 3 rows, so 1, 2, and 3 rows, there are 6 cars that are used. So 6 in this row, 6 in this row, and 6 in this row. So let's pretend that we have this section here. So how many new cars does the dealer have? If this right here, the red ones, these ones are our used cars, how many are new? Where are the new? Remember, if you have the total and a part, you know that the difference, everything else, right, will be the rest. So let's put it into words. The total number, we have to get the total from here. How many rows we have and how many cars. 8 rows and 16 cars. So I'm going to multiply 16 times 8. 8 times 6 is 48. Carry the 4. 8 times 1 is 8. Plus 4 is 12. So I have 128 total cars. And then in the front, I have 3 rows with 6 cars each. 3 rows with 6 times each. With 6 cars each, sorry. So let's multiply it. What's 3 times 6? It is 18. 18 what? New. Sorry. Used cars. My bad. It's 18 used cars. The question is how many new cars. So if you have the total number of cars and you have the used cars, we are going to subtract. Correct. So 128 minus 18 is 8 minus 8 is 0. 2 minus 1 is 1. And 1 minus nothing is 1. So there are 110 new cars. I hope that you understand. You can kind of rewind the video, watch it again to see if you understand. And then your homework for tomorrow will be this word problem. Sometimes it helps if you draw a diagram. If it helps you, you can color code it too. But always remember to underline important information and box the question. Go back to the question and see exactly what they're asking you. Okay, until the next lesson. See you.